Hey everyone, I'm going to take a little ride along in the 944 and show you how it drives. So the car is heated up a little bit, so we're going to start it up. So as you see, the car starts right up, no issues with that. And then as I've shown in some of the other videos, car pulls nice vacuum while we're sitting here idling. So we'll take off and go down the road. So car does have a stage 2 spec clutch in it, which is a little heavy, so car can be a little difficult to get used to when you're driving, but after a little while, it's not too bad to drive and get used to. The other thing you just heard there was a little bit of squealing on the brakes. That's the Paget brake pads that are in the car. They squeal when they're cold, so as they heat up they get a little better, but it never really fully goes away, so just something to be aware of. I got plenty of life, probably about 40% or so on there, but just something to pay attention to. So as we go down the road, you can start to kind of hear the cabin a little bit. The exhaust is pretty quiet in the car for being a straight pipe, but you definitely can hear it. And then the chassis, a little stiff. You can definitely hear some of it coming through the cabin, but nothing too bad. Again, I've spent a lot of time in the car driving back from Charlotte to Nashville, as well as a couple other road trips. It's nothing that you can't handle. As we go down the road, car track's nice and straight. Steering wheel is centered. Car was just recently aligned, so everything is good to go there as far as it being nice and straight. You can hear, it may have come through the video, again, a little squeak in the back. It's got pulley bushings in the back as part of the rear end suspension. So again, something you just hear in the car as you're driving. Nothing unusual or abnormal, but just part of the character of the car. So as we're driving down the road, you'll see AR, or the air-fuel ratio, is off the throttle right now, so leans out. When I get into the throttle a little bit, goes a little rich, and then when I'm just kind of cruising, it'll sit there right at 14, 7, 15, kind of right where it needs to be. So tune on it is really nice. It's got nice tip-in response. Again, it really drives like a stock car, even though it's got that big turbo on it. You really don't notice it that much. Car revs up nicely, responds well. Doesn't have some of the standard kind of big turbo car problems that you see. Definitely has some lag to it. When you're on full throttle, you really don't hit boost until about 3,500 RPM. So that's when you really get into to full boost. So we'll see that when I get on it in a little bit, once we get into an open stretch of road and get on the interstate here in a little bit. So as we go down the road, a couple other things about the car. AC and the heat work just fine in the car. The defrost works the way it should. Blower motor all works fine. The defrost for the rear windshield, one of the lines, or the rear glass, one of the lines is out. But again, it's a 30-year-old unit, so not necessarily surprising, but 80% of them work. So pretty good there. And then you'll see the clock here, it does blink. That's really, you can reset it. It does work, but I don't drive the car every day, so I unplug the battery when I leave it for a period of time. So when it does that, it just resets the clock, and I just have stopped resetting it every time. So just know that does work. It's just not working right now. So as we come up here to the stoplight, we'll get on the car, do a little 1-2 shift, let you see what that feels like. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of traffic here, so we'll let that clear out before we get on it. So you can kind of get a sense for what that feels like. So that was a 1-2 shift, and then up into third. So the car goes really straight down the road, even when you're getting on it. It's really predictable. Doesn't want to step out or anything like that. Boost comes on nice and strong. Pulls all the way up to the 6,200 or so RPM that I usually rev it out to. Everything feels nice and tight when it's running out like that. One thing to note, the factory boost gauge that's in the cluster, like a lot of these older turbo cars, the gauge isn't super accurate. It does kind of bounce around. but that's pretty standard on a car like this. It does have the Lindsay Racing gauge cluster down here with that boost gauge that's much more accurate. It's got that odometer gauge down there that allows you to see kind of what's going on. You can also tell the car's not super loud even under wide open throttle, so it's pretty tolerable to drive around, even again with that straight pipe on it. So we'll get on the interstate here, show you what it's like to get up to interstate speeds and go down the road. Car handles really well. It's got the full WIDA coilovers on it, as well as that M030 sway bar setup on it, so real stable. It's a great car. It got that, you know, perfect 50-50 weight distribution from the factory, so it's just a really nice car to drive. So we'll get it up to speed as we merge over here. So 70 miles an hour in 5th gear. Car's doing just under 3,000 RPM. You can hear exhaust isn't too terribly loud, not too much drone. Car goes down the road nice and straight. Nothing crazy going on with the steering wheel or anything like that. I would get on the brakes, but there's a car behind me, but there's no vibrations under braking or anything like that. Car tracks nice and straight, so no issues there to worry about or anything like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the drive around. Check out the other videos on the car. Please ask me any questions if you got them. And thanks again for checking out the app.